Hello, everyone. Welcome to Esoteric Ebb, the game where the ebb esoterically ebbs. Wait. Yeah, last time on Esoteric Ebb, we began heading down below. We got sucked up by a gelatinous cube. We took a long rest. We spent some time with Etir and learned about her history a little bit. She has agreed to help us when we are down in the undercoast, which we are heading towards now, trying to find Frank, son of Frank, in order to solve what is going on with the tea shop situation. We have our new best friend Meek. Where exactly did we end? Oh, yes, we also robbed a library. That was the other big thing. We got the book that the gnome halfling really wanted us to get, that had the special forward with it. And we refused to sign away or trade away our voting card for it. And yeah, we successfully managed to make it out of there despite the game's whole means of trying to stop us. Hello, Scoop. Welcome in. So we now have, I didn't really look at it, the Book of the Mind, 6th edition. Oh no, Myth. Tragic. You missed us robbing a library. A special edition release of the famous book by Cividix. No shame. We don't shame people for not making it. It's always opt-in. No shame. We appreciate a streak from 0 to 1 billion. Hi. The executive producer is here. Yeah, I think we are gonna keep investigating. Let's get to it, I suppose. Okay, this was the thing where we were gonna press both of them at the same time. Bullshit puzzle. Yes. All right. Excuse me. It's worth a try, I suppose. What's the worst that could happen apart from being polymorphed into a rust monster or something? That would never happen to me. I'm too lucky.
Pizza time.
Oh, it's pizza time, buddy. Your waiting has been rewarded. Already. You've been good, though. You haven't been too terroristic. You've just been a bit annoying. Are you going to give some... But they haven't even come out of the thing yet. Oh, you're... Oh, far too many. Yes, I fixed the emote noises. Or the sub-stream announcement noises. Come on, buddy. You fucking ding-dong. These are from Scoop Owl, by the way. Your mother. Are you just gonna keep licking the... Oh, he found the one on the middle tier that he knocked down. Jackpot for the boy. But no. No jackpot for the boy. That would be too much. Why? There we go. Camera's not feeling focused today. Wish I had your confidence. You get into position and look over to your companion at the left paw. He reaches up to it after a moment of hesitation. Ugh, yeah, this is magical. But nothing more than that, he says, and puts his whole weight on it. Try pressing yours. Press the other one. Clunk. The goblin jumps back. A deep groan from the walls. Did it do something? The fuck is that ticking noise? Look around. Esoterical vibes. Your body tingles. As you peer into the hallway, you see something appear on the wall. Is that writing? At the entrance, a whirling mass of faint light forms a stable shape. Entrad en pari probaos. It is some kind of eldritch language. How horrifying. What? No, that's just cat speech. I can read this, kind of. Impressive. Sure. He stares at the text and mumbles to himself. It says, enter, as a pair and be probed? I don't want to be probed. No, wait. He snaps his fingers. It's a test. Enter the hallway in a pair and be tested. I'm ready. Wait, are you... The goblin takes a deep breath through clenched fangs. Yeah, okay, on 3, 2, 1. Start walking. The two of you step forward, in hesitant unison. Stern, heart-beating fast. How far are we going to... Shit, stop! The text! You both stop halfway, looking at the magical lettering on the wall. Al son divino la puerta se abrirá. Oh, gods. Your companion mutters. You are too far away to make use of comprehend languages. The goblin is your only shot. You can read it, right? It's not like I took formal lessons. I've just picked up a few words here and there. He's sweating, a feeling of dread growing in his heart. A clicking sound starts to echo out in the hallway. Tick, 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 tick. Godspeed damned. Okay, hold on. I got this. Tick. Al son divino. That's a divine song? Tick. Puerta is door. Tick. Listen to the divine song and the door will open. Yeah, cats are Spanish. There's some kind of romance language, to be sure. Your doom is near. Okay, cool. Yeah, very cool. He glances around the hallway erratically. The ticking is kind of a song. A rhythm, at least? He's shaking. Tick, tick. Are you supposed to dance to it? I mean, obviously, if we can pray to Earth, we pray to Earth. I thought Puerto was door. I wonder if it is determined by what it's a door to. Gendered language confuses me. Your thoughts focus on divinity. That unreachable goal, one you will never attain, since you'll die here. By fire in this ancient trap. Pressed a fist against your chest. My people, my sons. Cleric? Are you praying? Tick. You who trusted in me, I am your keeper as you are mine. In times of fear, we... Tick. You realize as the ticking enters your body. Oh, doors are female, of course. It is the same rhythm as the prayer. What? How? Why?
Who knows? But never mind the reason. It's time to act. The ticking is the river chant.
It's the river chant. I'm sorry? The ticking. It's the river chant. You know it? The prayer? I've heard it, but... Oh! He nods. Okay, I get it. The goblin has no idea what you're saying, but he follows either way. What are we doing?
Follow my lead.
Count down from 3 and step forward on 0. Tap, tap, tick, tick. The rhythm lives in your soul. It must have been passed down.
It lives inside your joints. The power it wields over you is indescribable. You've repeated this prayer, this chant, for unity and enlightenment, for reasoning and meaning.
Take a step forward alongside Snell. Doors are female, ports are French. Oh, of course. Ports are French, ports are male. Fuck, I can't read. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. The goblin keeps up, each step forward made with trembling, adrenaline-fueled fear.
Breathing, fluids coming up, kept down.
Take those final steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. He mouths as he joins you in these final steps. 3, 4, 5. Oh shit! He takes a deep breath. We're out? Oh, gods be good, we're out!
The gods favor us, Snell!
Enjoy being out of the fire trap. Cleric, look! He mutters and points to the wall once more. Another line of shifting magical text appears. Pasar libres por mandato celestial. It says we can pass liberally by celestial mandate. Hells yeah, we can.
Liberally. That sounds like...
Hi.
That sounds like Free Strider bullshit.
First of all, every liberty doesn't automatically confate with free striders. Secondly, I got it wrong. It's passed freely, I think. So I guess we can come and go as we please now? Hey, are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
Oh, like emergency not okay? Or short rest and you'll be fine not okay?
Just get up.
I'll be honest, he mutters, slumping down to the ground a bit further down the hallway. That was worse than a mass torsion. Mass torsion. An infamous spell that causes all testicles around to twist, turn, and clench. It's horrific. Take a few more steps away from the hallway of doom. The goblin's gaze flits around, dancing from tile to tile. Finally, Snell seems to find himself more at ease. He lets out an exasperated sigh. I need a goddamn breather.
Same.
With a groan, the goblin notices some soot on his jacket. He brushes it off. This ain't exactly my first trap, but we usually hire third parties to disable them.
You ever hire any clerics?
Nah, not during my time. He chuckles. You guys aren't exactly available for underground chicanery these days. Rooting around in his pouch, Snell finds a tiny green sphere. He smacks it against the ground and it begins to flutter up into the air. Point at the light. What kind of glow globe is that? The Nesson kind. Sadly, it's my last one. The goblin leans back against the dungeon wall, making sure to check for any trap mechanism beforehand. Look, I work mainly in Upper and Lower Tolstead. The city below is not my responsibility, usually. So apologies if I don't have these magically shifting tunnels memorized like some veteran adventurer. And I apologize for not manifesting a divine intervention. Yeah, you should work on that.
The old guard used to deal with the tunnels all the time, but since Earth's death, that work has been entirely relegated to the 3 goblin tribes.
It's sad we clerics don't get to delve these days. Don't want to leave all the fun to you goblins. Not sure I'd describe this hellhole as fun, but just for future reference, this place, it's real close to the garden, right?
Sure.
Wasn't here a couple of months ago. Between the garden and the water lane sewers, I'm 100% sure there was a slanted hallway full of frozen spikes. We boarded them up as well as we could at the time. Boarding up. It only lasted a couple of hours. It moved around. Yeah, it moved around. All this shit does.
The esoteric madness down here was mostly managed after the conquest.
The conquest. The correct way of referring to the historical event in which humans founded Norvik. Most humans, however, refer to it as the reconquest.
But it still rises at times in spurts of violence and esoteric randomness.
That's insane. I figured all the shifting calmed down after the conquest. It didn't. Or, I mean, from what I understand, your dead god and his paladins used to keep things clean. But nowadays, it's getting weirder by the day. But hey, now you're here and you can take on this esoteric bullshit, right? Do well and I'll buy you a beer, deal?
Sure.
Wait. Right, you're not allowed.
Maybe a little one. A tiny glass. A tiny glass of beer.
He shrugs. It's not like they have a way to check, right?
No, they do.
They do?
They scan us.
They scan you?
Detect poison and disease. They check us sometimes.
Detect poison and disease? Oh shit, I keep forgetting you're like an actual cleric. No alcohol at all, huh?
Remember the words. Intoxicants are the work of evil and chaos. As clerics, we must abstain to fight? Of course not. Intoxicants are the work of evil and chaos. As clerics, we must abstain to maintain our fight against discord. Plus, we cannot cloud our minds. We must remain vigilant so we can fulfill our sacred quests and make sound judgments upon our people. Yeah. He waves a claw, clearly not listening. But trust me, the city below is very esoteric. Alive!
Nod. Somewhat. It's also really fucked up, which explains why your beloved city would give up the property rights to a bunch of goblins, huh? He laughs. In these last couple of years, there's been more and more Reedsian scholars going delving to study it. The old lady doesn't let him in on her turf, of course. Chasing him away is one of my many jobs. Politely, of course. I'm not some syndicate gangster. But the other tribes are more accepting. For a ton of coin, of course. Nice work, by the way. With the trap. Don't mention it. My cat speech isn't the greatest, so I'm not sure what I expected. But we're alive. That's all that counts. He's a bit shaken up over it.
As are you.
You okay, by the way? No serious burns? No need to visit a healer or anything?
No. There is no need for such weakling behavior.
I'm very good at abjuration magic. It's fine. Abjuration? He scratches his chin. That's the Protect Tomato one, right? Ah, yes, the old tomato reference guide. They use it in schools to teach the difference between the esoteric categories.
You are hungry.
Understandable. You have not had a vegetable for a very long time. You know about the tomato cheat sheet. He smirks. Everybody knows about the tomato cheat sheet. He looks proud.
He is proud.
But wait, is all healing magic abjuration? Because that's the one that protects, right? A shield is protection, but healing sounds more of a post-protection to me.
Well,
Prepare to lecture. He watches as you clear your throat and hold up 8 fingers. The esoteric nature of magic on our coast depends entirely on the original parameters set in place by Yor, while we know little about him due to his death in the Gate War. Right, the Gate War. But those parameters, like most magic on the coast, based on a fundamentally fluid definition. Yor created a ley line network known as the strings, which are unstable in certain regions, and especially the further away from the coast you get. Thus, this leads to esoteric events. The goblin's expression drops as he realizes what he's gotten himself into. And how is this connected with healing magic? I'm getting to that. So, depending on where you are in the world, magic changes. And with the moldable and volatile nature of strings, many wizards and clerics and druids have created entirely new ways of handling esoteric powers over the years, especially during the arcane era. But the 8 schools of magic have stayed the same, just like the 8 apprentices of Yor. Each focuses on a hard-set theme. For examples, abjuration is protection, negation, and cleansing. Necromancy is soul manipulation, undeath, and life. Evocation is energy manipulation, whether kinetic or spiritual. And finally, transmutation is the changing of any physical state, so long as it's physical. Local dumbass cleric, only smart when he gets the info dump about esoteric magic. They forced him to memorize this whole thing, and he's really good at rote shit. He stares at you. Each of these 4 schools have been known as to feature healing magic. Even the same ones with the same components and rituals. Oh, so it's not that hard set then? The schools are set, but the spells are modifiable. Just like you can create new spells. Arguably, a Cure Wounds cast by an Evoker will be technically an entirely different spell than one cast by a Necromancer. But in practice, they are the same. That's actually quite interesting. What the hell? Thus, my Cure Wounds functions by essentially warding off all negative energy, negating it, allowing the positive energy remaining to focus upon the wound, which is obviously the best way to heal, since the pure positive energy cannot be as easily complicated by dark forces, rot, or even pain. Necromancy, in comparison, is not nearly as nice to be healed by. Oh, what about transmutation and evocation? Evocation isn't so bad. It's just another less efficient way of channeling positive energy. Transmutation, though, that's just like mangling the body back together. Painful as all hell and a horror to witness. Oh, gods. Like, just the flesh just gets back together? And the bones just unsnap. It's very awful, very efficient, but extremely painful. Yeah. Nice. It's very interesting, Cleric. Thanks for explaining it. Give him a thumbs up. The goblin gives you a thumbs up. Excuse me. What is your job exactly? I'm a runner and a handler of the HWBT. Look at him until he actually tells you what he does. He crosses his arms. I do a ton of stuff, okay? I run errands for the old lady, anything she needs. I also make sure our operations run smoothly. Everything from the apartment rentals to the CBS, the city below security, to anything the old lady needs, I do. So you're a custodian? No, that's... You see his face contort into a painful expression. Gods be damned, custodian might actually not be that far off. My job mostly just consists of talking to people, cleric, like what we're doing right now. A lot of talking and a lot of running around. He takes a deep breath. Exactly what we're doing right now. Just without the light dungeoneering. So remind me, what's our goal down here? Our missing witness. Frank, son of Frank. We know he went down here. We're lucky Moongor saw him, even if she didn't let him pass with that magic. So he could have left to the south caverns, but those are some deep holes. My guess is he entered this area, right here, probably through the sewers. He clears his throat. Or you find that missing paladin I've been reading so much about, Lord Gorm. There were some scandalous comments about him in the papers last week. Oh yeah, about him being outed from the party, right? Look, I think they just couldn't have a missing paladin on the ticket, you know? Don't read too much into it. You think he went down here? Honestly, I'd say so. A paladin looking to relive the glory days? I could see that. Dungeoneering for dangerous monsters, getting loot, dying in some inglorious trap. He gestures towards the fire hallway. You think Mr. Gorm would survive that on his own? You seen him? A few times over the last year. Coming and going. Never talked to him. He didn't seem like the type to talk to goblins, you know? You think he's alive? No way. Doesn't matter how big of a paladin he is. You go down solo into the city below, and then you go missing for months? Guy's gone, no doubt. Maybe we'll find his body. That might be for the best. Or we'll find a very fancy paladin zombie. But what do I know? He shrugs. You're the cleric.
Not a cleric. A great barbarian. Of Ascani!
Right. Gotcha. I've been meaning to ask, but what can you tell me about Lady Sageleaf? What's there to say? She did the impossible. Actually uniting the rowdy Halfways tribe. Before her, we were close to being kicked out of the city.
Really?
Damn right. That was before my time, of course, but we had problems with our old council structure. He leans in and whispers to you. The council didn't get along. Not along. So, she's a dictator? Yeah, in a sense. In a sense. Look, I'm all for democracy and modern liberal thought. He points two thumbs at himself. Hell, I even used to be a registered freestrider. Of course! You can tell from the start, this goblin is a moneymaker. But I don't believe in direct democracy. Bureaucracy is a curse spawned from arcanist bungholes. False and preposterous. Bureaucracy is good and just and is spawned from great minds. Not behinds. He gives you a tired look and clicks his tongue. Sometimes you do need a strong, wise leader to unite people. Allowing one person to wield power to that degree is efficient, but can easily end in trouble for everyone. You are correct. The important part is that the leader A remains wise and B does not leave power to corrupted idiots. Which, in the old lady's case, she has remained wise, and I see no signs of that changing anytime soon.
As long as she cares about the land and the crops.
The goblin shrugs. I can't give you an objective truth, sadly. But I know Miska Sageleaf. She is a great leader, and I am proud to serve her.
No leader rules forever.
What about her succession? He looks at his claws. It's complicated. In the end of her passing, she will leave power to the old but slightly reformed council structure. I'd be on that council, for example. I'm one of the designated elders.
Interesting.
So she's not leaving an heir? None. Lady Sageleaf has been around for over 30 years. She's going to be around for a hell of a lot longer, too. Right now, we have more pressing things to worry about. Does she have a consort of some kind? Why? You interested? He laughs. Are you? He stops laughing. No. He looks worried. Cleric, I'm devoted in my service. Lady Sageleaf is one of the greatest goblins who ever lived. She has no need for consorts. He is idolizing her. He clearly sees her more as a god than a master. And also, he's clearly got the hots for her. I'm guessing you enjoy working for her, then. I do, cleric. It's good. How long have you been working for her? The goblin mutters to himself and looks off into the distance. Damn, I guess it's been almost 10 years. Damn, I've only been a cleric for... As you pause, he raises his eyebrows. My Earthguard training was 3 years, and I've been at the tower for 5. He chuckles and stretches a bit. Time takes us all. Time takes us all. A classic line from the play Tisius, about a merman who decides to swim around the coast. It is considered bigoted by some, as it does not portray merfolk culture in any semblance of accuracy. But man, is it funny. Have I managed to behold Sageleaf's stats? I don't think I got a good behold on her when I've seen her. I'm suspecting that the Dragon of Tolstad might be literal. We might have the dragon that sits under fucking... Oh, it's the deepest V, Schmauderkeg. The deepest V. But I suspect that the Dragon of Tolstad is a dragon. Much like how the Master of the Lich House is a lich. It does imply, though, however, that Coin Lord Darrow might be a coin. Very interesting. Anyway. What about you, cleric? What do you think about the old lady? Let's see. To be honest or flattering? The goblin probably does not care too much about your opinion either way, but it can be used against you. She's 1,000. She has 27 strength. Yeah, all right. Okay. She's just straight up a full-ass dragon. Oh, Snell's coat. Snell's really open, deep V coat.
The chieftain is a pain, but she does serve her people well. That is admirable.
She appears to be a great leader for your people. He scoffs. And what do you really think? No, really. I admire her strength, truly. Huh. All right. I didn't expect that. Not many tall folk tend to view her in that light, as I'm sure you can imagine. Sure. She can have that effect on people. For some strange reason, tall folk don't tend to enjoy being talked down to by goblins, nor women. Especially goblin women. I can understand that proportions on goblins are a little strange sometimes. Look, it doesn't really matter, but as an elder in the tribe, I can tell you, as a representative of the city, Lady Sageleaf is a force for good in Norvik. I can promise you that. The goblin rubs his eyes. You know, gesture towards him. It's good to see this. See what?
Positive interaction imminent.
It's good to see this. The city and the goblins working together at last. Your companion allows the echo of your words to die further down the hallway. Then, a faint smile on his face. You ever meet him?
Him.
Think for a second and then speak. Who? Earth.
The goblin. Asking you about your god? He must be growing interested in religion, having witnessed your example.
Oh, how interesting to see him broach such a topic. He will surely focus on the genocide. No. Snell, Earth faded before I was born. Snell nods. First generation post-Earth, eh?
The first human tested by faith, and faith alone.
It's for the best. Never meet your heroes, right? We guard the idea of Earth. We will continue his duty. Duty. He tastes the word as he leans back against the wall. I always hated Earth.
What?
Excuse me? He scratches his nose. I grew up being told to be grateful. But let me ask you this, cleric. If you were the last of your kind, one of maybe 8,000 or 9,000 humans left in the world, and you were told then to be grateful to be alive, just because the same monster that destroyed your entire culture also decided to let you live for some reason, would you be grateful? Is this about the conquest? Earth did kill many goblins then. You're talking about the conquest. He lets out a mocking laugh. Yeah, I am. You know, the goblin genocide, like those scholars tend to call it. Grateful. There aren't many humans left in the world either, Snow. Sure. The goblin looks at you for a moment, and then nods. What is it, like 80% wiped out during the Coast War? 90? I've read about it. Sounds terrible. We are the last bastion of humanity. He takes a deep breath. I suppose you could view the Arcanists as a sort of outside force that caused the whole thing. But you know damn well that they were human too. Men caused their own oblivion. There is some agency in that, yes. Some blame. I think it all comes down to what we've got today, then. You have a city, at least. We didn't even get to keep our language. But whatever. Guess I should just be grateful. Grateful. The goblin stares at you.
Should you be grateful? It's a hard question. A man should not simply lie down and take whatever subjugation arrives at the hands of a tyrant. But sometimes man also has to make the difficult decisions to protect those he loves.
You can be grateful. If you were allowed to live, it was probably because you did something that the dead ones didn't. I don't know what I would feel. It would be a death of the soul. A collective soul, of sorts. Snell clicks his tongue and gets up. Every goblin asks themselves that question. To be a cran or not to be a cran? We all got different answers. What to do when the past is erased? He groans and shakes his legs a bit. They must have fallen asleep from sitting on the dungeon floor. Some focus on building something, culturally or politically. Some try to get rich in this new free-strider world. Some of us, we... His voice trails off as he stares back into the fiery hallway. Stare at him. The goblin grunts to himself. It doesn't matter. I serve Lady Sageleaf. Nell turns back to you, his expression calm, collected. That's enough for me.
His hatred stems from the blooded hills of Verdun, a generational wound. A wound festering due to the lack of understanding of the historical reality of our two peoples. Humans and goblins could not coexist. Earth made that possible. That does not mean that Snell is in the wrong to feel this way, but you must show him the truth. That Earth's teachings are not for the brute of the chopping block, but for the man who knows when to keep his blade sheathed. A piece of fear, a piece of envy, some bred, some crafted. The goblin is conscious of all, his mind racing across interconnected layers of society. His stomach sends a message to you. Who am I?
Don't nod. Your companion looks at you for a while. His yellow eyes seem to behold you, seeking another answer. This one's on me. What? This, short rest. It's on me.
Lovely.
The sprite light fizzles out just in time. I'm good to go now. Get up and get going. Something's off here. What the fuck? Elf?
Something is stashed under these heavy rocks.
Oh. Crusader's mantle and a paladin's insignia. You pick up the insignia.
Heavy. Official. The symbol of Norvik shaped in iron.
Huh. Well, there's only one paladin left in the city.
Lord Gorm.
Turn it over in your hand.
A paladin would rather die than be separated from this.
Examine it carefully. The symbol gleams even in the dim light. Most strikingly, it appears to be hot and red, clearly highly esoteric, as if containing some magical fire.
You imagine it sitting on your chest, proudly, as a warm reminder of Earth's heart on your cloak. One day, maybe.
And if it is here, in this dungeon, then surely Lord Gorm must be dead.
Rocks fall. Paladin dies.
Lord Gorm must be dead. A truly tragic end. The missing paladin is no more.
You mourn. You shiver. To think of such an awful end to such a great man. Horrible. This will be reported once you are done here. As for the insignia, it shall be returned to the palace. Eventually.
May Earth guide him home. I learned Crusader's Mantle. What does that do? I don't remember. Holy power radiates from you in an aura with a 30-foot radius, awakening boldness in you and all other friendly creatures. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. While in an encounter, you and all allies receive an 1d12 to ability checks. That's cool. Paladin's Insignia. The symbol of Norvik. On an iron plate, this is the official insignia of the Paladin of Norvik. There is only one of these still around, Lord Gorm. Since you found it on the ground in the middle of the city, it must mean that the good Lord has gone to meet his maker. But I'll equip it. What is this? Oh. Ah! The assassin's back. Seemingly out of the air itself, a masked figure appears. Master! Bad vibe behind! The intimidating shadow stands ready to strike with a dagger in hand. Dagger! One-handed piercing weapon, good at making holes in clerics. Ah, shit. Not this again. That's an assassin! His eyes fall on the dagger and he immediately reaches for his sling. Oh, it's happening! Let's go! Wow, that's bad! Your goblin companion takes the initiative. Snell whips his sling with a practiced flair and launches a stone. The assassin flips backward, trying to dodge it, but it connects nonetheless with a sickening sound.
The sound of a brittle branch breaking.
The masked figure's head tilts at you suddenly. A flick of the wrist, a quick motion with the hands, and a dark energy surrounds you. But only in your mind. You feel a deep unease permeate your bones just as the assassin hurls a blast of sickly energy.
It lands squarely on your chest, causing an eruption of pain. The uneasy feeling turns into a sensation of needles stabbing you.
The assassin intends to use the distance between you to their advantage.
Focus.
Throw something at him! Anything! Cleric, there's a hex! Trust my gut or throw something. No, this is a fight. No, shit! You know about hex, Snell! Maybe you can't see it, but there's little shadow worms crawling all over you. Anyway, focus! Get the bastard! Got him! You pick up the first thing you...
You pick up the first thing you can grab and hurl it with all your might.
Grab a handful of...
It is a clod of dungeon dirt and moss. It speeds through the air and explodes on the assassin's chest.
The masked one looks down at the dirt, seemingly checking for injuries. They are surprised when they find none, but they do seem rattled by the experience. Playtime's over.
You will not allow some filthy sneak to kill you. You are in danger.
Cleric, you've been hexed! Yells the goblin, whirling another stone. The stone misses the masked one. They glance sharply at Snell. The masked one again lifts their hand, shooting a viridescent blast.
You endure the pain as best you can. Then the uneasy feeling sharpens and slices at your nerves. You need to get up close and personal.
Move forward within reach of the assassin. That's enough. That's perfect! What are you going to do? Punch?
You cannot beat the classics.
You wind up your fist and connect mightily with the masked one's mask. He stumbles back and clutches at his face for a moment. All three of you are beginning to tire.
The end is near.
Snell sprints forward to the assassin and tries to slide tackle his legs. The assassin leaps into the air to dodge, but Snell reaches up and connects with the masked one's ankle. The assassin tumbles to the side, almost falling prone. The assassin raises his offhand as though he's going to blast you with energy again, but he lashes out with a dagger instead.
It slices your forearm, cutting a ragged gash in your flesh. Again, the pain of the hex asserts its stinging grasp. End this fight, now!
You can mess up the way the dagger works. The mask would be valuable to have, and it's good, and knowing who's trying to kill you is usually a good idea.
Grapple! No more games. You move in on the tumbling, dodging assassin. You thrust your palm forward and grab the assassin's arm. He squirms and thrashes, which gives you an angle on the other arm. You maneuver yourself and squeeze with every struggle, every panic. You are a python. You constrict.
This hasn't gone the way the assassin expected. They probably thought they were going to kill you.
Your muscles burn.
As the assassin squirms in your grip, Snell runs over and gets a hold of the masked one's legs. The both of you have a secure hold on your enemy, but this assassin continues to thrash with surprising vigor. The assassin puts both hands on his dagger and channels a swirl of pale green energy into it. He slashes at you with the blade, connecting with your torso. Let's quick spend a couple heal wounds here. Oh, I'm dead. I'm fine.
A horrific pain follows, striking you even deeper than the very real physical damage. Then the hex once again pains you. You can finish this slog of a fight right now.
God, I wish I could eat a slog dog.
Hold the grapple. The masked one struggles mightily, but cannot break free.
You hear a crunching sound from the assassin's mouth, and suddenly he shrinks to 1/10 of his size. What? The pipe! He's going for the pipe! Try to catch him.
You reach, but your body fails you.
The tiny little assassin hops into the pipe. Stare in shock.
You feel disappointment. Fear for the future.
Gotta run. Have a great rest of your stream. Thanks for dropping by, Scoop. Have a good personal trainer and all that jazz. General confusion, really. Look. Snell points towards the stairs behind you. They go down. Far down.
But the assassin got away.
Yeah. The goblin doesn't look too good himself as he returns the sling to his back pouch. Look, we can either head back upstairs, or we can continue down. But whatever that bastard didn't want us to see down there, we now have an open path. You're right, Snell. We should keep going. Well, that's not really... I mean, we can go take a rest and then come back here later. The dungeon ain't gonna shift right away, but... You take the lead. I'll be right behind, okay?
Revenge. That is what fuels you now. You will find him down there. You will reprimand this bastard.
From all the magic you have seen here, the clues point towards a very simple answer. Not a hag. Not some brutish mercenary. Paid for your blood. No. That would be far too expedient. You are dealing with a renegade warlock, and you are heading straight towards his master's lair.
Time for truth to be unveiled.
Count your blessings from Earth. I want to check what's down this little route back here first. Oh, this is the other side. This is Kraid! My boy Kraid! Hey, Kraid. All right. I just had to stuff 15 apples and 2 trash tarts into my mouth. And now we're ready to explore again. I'm sad that I've lost my advantage on everything, though, by getting an exhaustion. You find yourself walking out into mist. A teal, ethereal veil spread thin across a basinless wonder. The Undercoast Path. Mushrooms, your companion mutters to himself. Let's not stay down here for longer than we have to. As you stand there, something appears through that veil. Etir?
A porcelain specter.
The shards of her broken wing gently flutter into the damp chasm winds as she descends from above. It is vast, the center line of this realm. Hello again, Atir.
Cleric.
The angel spins around in the air and places a hand on her sword.
Nishaj boski wishri ponyosha nasha wiprave.
The upper hollow ridge shall be explored.
Her words invoke power beyond mortality.
Let us delve, cleric.
Atir has joined as a companion. She will follow you while you explore beyond the Undercoast Path and beyond. Bow your head in respect.
Yippee. She is progenitor.
So you're just coming with us now?
I am, cleric. Here on the Undercoast Path, at least.
That's nice. Happy to have you. She nods slowly. We have an angel protecting us now, Snell. Yeah, super.
Insincere.
He gives a thumbs up. Return the thumbs up. The telepathic voice enters your mind.
Snell, I have worked with goblins previously. Your kind are hardy and industrious. This will be a fruitful cooperation.
He rubs his temples. Sounds great.
I can sense your hesitation.
Okay. He shrugs. Look, I have nothing against you, but
you fear the radiant fires, as you should.
That's not a threat, is it? I don't think that's a... I should fear it, should I? Snell stares at the floating woman.
I lived on the slopes. The flames of the higher beings scorched us all.
She raises a hand and summons first a spark. A bulbous globe of light spawns from its center about the size of an apple, covered in pulsating flames.
You are blinded.
The goblin takes a step back.
The radiance. It is glorious.
It is the fire that burns evil, that which cannot die, that which clings to selfish intent and horrid machination.
Atir. She clenches her fist. The fire is, in an instant, put out.
I fear the flame too, goblin. It has burned me many times. The memory follows me wherever I wield it.
She bows her head to your short, green companion.
I apologize for causing you fear, but I swear to you, I throw the celestial fire only when absolute necessity arises. For it is a power most foul.
Stare at the angel. He clicks his tongue. I believe you. It's cool. She really stunned him. Damn.
I apologize for the theatrics. But you must know how well I agree with your thoughts. You are wise, Snell. And my flames, while dangerous, are mastered by me innately. You need not fear.
Do not be afraid!
The goblin takes a deep breath. Got it. I'm happy you're here.
Good. Now let us serve well.
He folds his arms and looks out into the mist. Yeah. Let's do it. Do you have any info on this place?
Yes, cleric.
She points towards the east.
Beyond the pillar lies a complex Beyond the pillar lies a complex of Tulincatl origin. It has a wicked aura.
She then points to the west.
Down the path there is an esoteric pocket of the biome kind.
How strong are you in a fight? Can you handle anything we find down here?
No, cleric. The beasts of this ridge are not so easily vanquished, not even by me. I am no cherub, nor can I match even a young dragon in combat. For my flames are small and my strength is equal only to that of the greatest of mortal fighters. Though I am practiced with the blade, with it you may consider me a credible asset in battle. Creditable asset in battle.
She's strong. Stronger than you. But not so powerful to be boring. Good.
Okay, let's head out. But, getting that 3-minute mid-roll ad break, y'all. Gonna hit the ads. We're gonna resume our exploration in about 3 minutes. Grab a drink, use the restroom, do whatever you gotta do. I'll see y'all in 3 minutes. I, too, am going to use this opportunity to be right back. I return. Hello, all. I hope you are all doing well on this Thursday afternoon. I'm looking forward to whatever weird esoteric bullshit we're going to find down here. All right, we're back. Let's get on going. A labyrinth ahead. You stand before an entrance. Beyond you, you see dark tunnels, winding passages, a forlorn chamber connecting them all. Seems like one of those paths could lead down. This is correct. The only way to safely get down is to head through here. Enter the chamber. You step inside. The musky air invades the holes in your helm. All right. Which way, cleric? I thought you'd tell me. Do you want me to choose? I've been running behind you all this time for the explicit, very explicit reason that I assumed you literally would not follow me if I walked in any other direction. Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sure you didn't. Now, pick a direction. I'm going to go down into the rough cavern. The path slopes downward sharply, too sharply. This looks steep. Start climbing, instinctively. Maybe we should...
But you're already descending. The stone is damp. Your gauntlets slip.
Etir floats carefully next to you as you descend. Ah, thank God.
Muscle and will. That's all you have. All you are. You grip the stone, finding holds where there seem to be none. Slowly, carefully, you make your way down.
One step at a time.
Your feet find solid ground at last.
You emerge into a chamber unlike any you've seen. The walls are covered in thick, luminescent fungus. But that's not what captures your attention. There, on the far wall, is a mural. Look up at the imagery. The mural seems to pulse.
Cleric? Is it just me, or is that thing looking at us? Step closer.
You approach the whale.
Trickery of the Tulin. Focus, cleric.
The air grows thick, heavy. A voice echoes in your mind. Not words, feelings, impressions. You open yourself to the presence. The weight of eras. Each born upon the next. We, the guests, have overstayed our welcome.
Images flash through your mind. Ancient snails, pilgrimage, burial rites.
He is waiting for it. The divide, the split, the even fray. Who is he? He is not dead. The presence fades. You stagger, catching yourself against the wall.
The goblin breaks his glare at the wall. It stopped moving now. Is it? Hey, are you okay?
You regain your composure.
2 paths lead from this chamber. The other continues on, towards light, towards the exit. Head to the burial grounds. You descend into the ancient burial chamber.
The air grows colder still. Rotten.
Walk through the cracked entrance. The doorway appears to have been sealed for millennia. How strange. Has this not been pilfered before? No one must have found this for over 1,000 years. Your footsteps splash in shallow water. It pools on the floor, ankle deep. The chamber is vast. Columns of carved stone rise into shadow. Snail motifs, spirals. Yep, this is a tomb. Tons of bones all around. His voice is barely a whisper. Don't take too long. And there, in the center, an altar. Upon it rests a mummified corpse. Look closer. Not human. A snail. A giant snail. Careful. The body itself is wrapped in ancient cloth covered in strange runes. One of its appendages is extended, held out. In its grasp, a ring, entirely silvered. What is that thing? A dead snail. A really, really big dead snail. It is also holding jewelry. That too, yeah. Great observation, Anthea. Thank you, Snell. Examine the ring more closely.
You step forward.
The water ripples around your feet. Look around the chamber. Your eyes scan the space. Other snail corpses. A whole congregation of the dead. Make a decision here. You stare at it. So, are you gonna take it? Atir watches the waterlogged chamber carefully. Cleric and the dead snail! I say yes. This is probably a bad idea. This is probably cursed as shit, right? Still gonna do it.
You reach out. Your gauntlet closes around the ring. You pull. It slides free from the mummified grasp.
For a moment, nothing happens. Look at it.
Ancient. Powerful.
A magical ring. Put it on. You will find out what it does. That is a powerful item, cleric. The goblin wipes sweat from his brow. Oop. Careful. Let's get out of here before something else wakes up. Something moves. Huh? All around you. Ah, shit. From the shadows, from alcoves, from beneath the water, they rise.
Skeletons. Their bones ancient and yellowed, covered in barnacles and coral.
Run! Ah!
You are trapped.
Is there supposed to be, like, a background? This is bad. This is very bad.
The ancient ring. They want it back.
Gods, no! There's too many? The goblin draws his sling and lets a stone fly. It strikes one skeleton square in the skull. The skull cracks, but the creature doesn't fall. Fuck! The angel moves with grace, her wings spreading wide. Radiant flames gather in her palms. Stand back. She releases the holy fire in a brilliant arch. It washes over 3 skeletons at once. They shriek and burn, but their bones hold together. Scorched, blackened, but still moving. They resist. Her voice carries concern.
7 of them. You've never faced this many at once. Your heart pounds. Blood rushes in your ears. Death surrounds you. Literal death.
Can we talk to them? No! They are beyond reason, beyond words. Only duty remains in those hollow skulls. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Your swing goes wide as the skeleton jerks backwards unnaturally. Your momentum carries you off balance.
Dangerous! They swarm forward, weapons raised, rusted blades, bone spears, coral-covered clubs. 3 of them converge on you at once. The first blade cuts across your side. The second strikes your shoulder. The third misses, but only barely.
You're bleeding.
Cleric! 2 more skeletons advance on Snell. He dodges one strike, but the second catches him in the leg. Ah, shit! Another pair turn towards Atir. She parries with blazing hands, but there are too many. The remaining skeletons circle, waiting for an opening. You might be about to die.
Snell is wounded. You are wounded. You can take it. Bring it on, abominations!
I've got an idea. The goblin rushes forward, sliding between skeletal legs. He emerges behind them and kicks one hard in the spine. It stumbles forward, knocking into 2 others. Now, while they're clustered! The angel's flames burn brighter now. Desperation fuels her power. She sweeps her blazing hands in a complex, practiced motion. The searing radiance catches multiple skeletons. They stumble, burn, but do not fall. Too many opponents at once. She's breathing hard now. Even angels have limits. We must retreat.
One more push. You can end this. Your arms are heavy. Your breath comes in gasps.
You need to end this or run. Charge through them. Nat 20, baby!
You lower your shoulder and charge. Your armored body crashes into the cluster of skeletons. Bones fly. They scatter like bowling pins.
2 of them don't get back up. Yeah! But 5 remain and they're closing in again.
This isn't working.
The mass of undead presses in, blades from every direction. You take hits. Multiple hits.
Pain. Blood.
Atir deflects 2 strikes meant for you with her burning hands, but she takes a blow to her side in the process. Hang on! Run! The angel's voice cuts through the chaos. Fall back, now! You turn and sprint for the exit. The skeletons give chase, their weapons clattering. But you're faster. Atir brings up the rear, her flames creating a wall of radiant fire behind you. It doesn't stop them, but it slows them. Rush past the threshold. You burst from the burial chamber into the passage beyond.
Your lungs burn. Your wounds scream. But you're alive.
The skeletons reach the threshold and stop. They stand at the entrance, weapons raised, but do not pursue further. Keep moving. The goblin limps beside you, clutching his leg. Atir's glow has dimmed. Even she looks exhausted.
You survived. Barely.
You all right, Snell? I'll live. Probably. You? I'm fine. Liar. But I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you, Atir. You are welcome. It has been a long time since I met so many in battle at once. It was thrilling. Bridge, welcome in. Greetings is... That was intense. Woo! That's one word for it. Suicidal is another. Reach the exit.
Your lungs burn. Your body aches. But you're alive. And you make your way towards the exit.
Behind you, the burial chamber returns to silence.
You are emerging at the bottom of the ruins. The labyrinth delivered you safely down.
Are you getting hit by the horrible smoke? Yeah, I got burial chamber skeletons. Well, that was something. Nice to be alive.
Good navigating.
Let's go. Okay. First, a compact ring crafted from ancient silver, which tingles with esoteric might. Inside the ring's oblong crown, you can feel, there is a hidden scroll, which will become inscribed with any spell this ring stores. The ring has 5 charges. While equipped, you may expend charges to cast spells if you do not have a spell slot available. The amount of charge needed is relative to the level of the spell. The ring gains 1d4 charges each rest. You have no clue how many charges are on the ring at any given time. Very confusing. Isn't there a way I can, take a short rest? Yeah, here we go. The Canada smoke has only gotten worse as the day goes on. Ugh. That sucks. All right. I'm on day 4, I believe. Yeah, day 4. All right, slog that dog. Snell looks around at the looming giant mushrooms. Slog that dog! Then he tenses up as his arm brushes against one of the sprouting, colorful flowers.
He looks queasy.
You really don't like mushrooms, eh? I don't see why I would. Especially on these giant things. Come on, look at them. Yeah, they're huge. The goblin just takes a deep breath. These damn mushrooms. He shakes his head. It's fine, I'm ready. Your angel companion gestures towards the overgrown road leading down into the mist. This is the Undercoast Path. A trail which leads to the gravity flip, and further even still. That deep we should not travel. Let us proceed cautiously. Meek has not seen so big dungeon in forever. Reminds Meek of Colony. Colony was in place like this. Oh, so your colony was way, way beneath the city below then? Yes! Or Meek thinks so. Old Colony had many plant, many rock, wet too. That does describe many, many parts of the city below, but good to know. Speaking of the city below the city, Mimic, I have a question.
The city below the city. Dungeons and caverns beneath Norvik, yet to be conquered by the Earth Folk. You will surely see that all of its glory and treasure return to the chosen people.
Your scarf bunches up. Yes, big angel lady. Did this colony of yours always live in this one place, or did it ever move up into the city? Oh, Meek does not know for sure, but Meek heard big colony before Meek was in big house, not dungeon. I see. Then I do believe your colony is the one which this city has hunted for many years. Oh yeah, remember hearing about that. The goblin nods his head towards you. You got one hells of a celebrity cloak around your neck, cleric. You hear the textile around you shiver and shake. Some type of laughter. Onward! Meek shall keep watch! Nod and continue down. You got apples for me? No, you got mushrooms, thanks. An old shield. A really old shield. A shield left by one of the predecessors of what is today Norvik. A cat-like eye is displayed on the front, and as you wield it, there's a whisper in your ears. It says something like, "Oh, sí, he de resguardarte, camarada, aun
cuando eres bien pelón. Oh, you guys rule. An HWBT apple crate. Must have washed down here.
Eat the apples.
What is that? A belt pouch, wet and covered in fungus. Lovely. Shard of yore and some mud. Oh, fuck! There he is! It's Frank, son of Frank! That looks like a free strider. I think I might have been on the money for this being, Vera's boss. Alright, how do we get over there? Just walk? Seems like it's just walk. Oh! Oh, he's very big. Oh, that's like a whole-ass troll, isn't it? That's like a troll what killed my dad. Big crib. How have I ended up over here? I will as soon as I can't talk to this crab. God damn it. Alright, let's go check out that pocket. Before we go talk to the troll. Oh. Something's frozen in here. The blizzard rages around you. Whoa! This is like some kind of esoteric event. Yes, it possibly could be. Why is it snowing, Snow? You tell me, you're the expert. Your goblin companion holds up an arm to protect his vision. Don't stay in this thing too long, cleric.
Cold bites at the cracks in your armor. Little nibbles.
Snell is correct. This temperature is unfortunate for mortal flesh. The angel floats gently amidst the raging snow. She appears unaffected by the cold. He rubs his exposed arms. God damn it, this esoteric bullshit! Look around. You squint, barely notice the thing in front of you amidst frozen moss and ruins. The shape is vaguely humanoid. A small creature. A mushroom thing. Oh, is this a myconid?
Mushroom man.
What is that, Snell? No clue. Some kind of fungoid? A fungal folk, yes. It appears to have gotten stuck in the esoteric pocket. Either way, if you stick around here for any longer, I will go stand outside the freezing esoteric sphere, okay?
Little goblin, afraid of getting cold. As should you.
Try to move it. You grab onto the icy surface of the thing, but you cannot.
Not heavy, but stern.
Spend time investigating this esoteric effect, despite the cold. You kneel down in the snow, taking a closer look at this central figure. Yeah, okay, sorry, the goblin mutters as he turns to leave. I'll support you in spirit from over there.
Wait, no!
Snell is correct in his assessment, cleric. But I see this esoteric pocket has caught your attention. If you need it, I will assist. You see her armor rattling slightly in the blizzard.
Oh, it's cold. The pain. It will be drained eventually. You will be drained eventually. Do not linger.
Past druidcraft. You snap your fingers and the frozen ground around the mushroom thing begins to shiver. Everything appears to be focused around this poor creature. Figure out the mechanics of the esoteric pocket.
All right, intelligence. You can do it. Yeah, we figured it out with Etir's help. Of course. It is as obvious as the Praxis formula. Look around, then stare at the frozen mushroom man. This is an esoteric pocket born out of a curse. This creature is cursed.
A freezing curse?
It could very well have been a simple cold spell that reacted with the primal strings of the area. Either way, yes, a freezing curse.
How do I... who cast the spell?
Could be a rogue spellcaster, or the fungal creature found a spell scroll and misfired it.
Why is it a biome pocket, then?
Esoteric pockets are created through chaotic interactions. Wizards have attempted to control them for errors, wield them. If you figure out why this particular interaction has spawned a biome pocket, and not a one-rule pocket, or a spawn pocket, then you would be a greater arcanist than all of those who came before.
How do I break it?
Heat.
Oh.
Yes, it's quite simple. The entire pocket is clearly unstable and focused entirely on this mushroom creature. Simply heat it up a bit, and the pocket will fail.
That's simple.
Yes.
Heating up a fellow creature to save it? A truly romantic idea.
The red one means romantic in the classical sense, not the modernist sense. You hope, at least.
The chill. Your body is here. It is ready.
Just use druid craft. With your hand placed upon the surface of the flash-frozen creature, you whisper to the primal forces. Rest no more. Rise with the sun.
A wild message received clearly.
A heat springs up from the ground right into him. Bit by bit, the mushroom shivers, then twitches, then moves.
An esoteric tingle.
You blink, and it's gone. The heat you brought to it causes the esoteric cold to cease. Let's fucking go! The blizzard suddenly stops, in the blink of an eye, as if the aggressive snowstorm was but an illusion.
Well done. You've done a great service here.
Oh, damn! Great job! You hear the goblin call out as he walks up to you. Oh, shit! It's a mushroom! A moving mushroom. He then moves back. Way back. The angel, however, floats in closer, looking at the tiny mushroom man now shivering on the ground. Stare at the mushroom man before you. I'm assuming you're cold, yeah. The mushroom man raises his head. You see a tiny mouth underneath the cap. He shakes again as he says, Stare at him for a little while before you speak. Burr? We noticed you were in trouble, he says while keeping a healthy distance. The fungal folk thing stares at you. I should cast Comprehend Languages, right?
Yes. But just see what the creature does first, in case it runs off.
Are you able to speak normally? That's a no, then. Mushroom Man, take my hand, lead me to the land you understand. We? The goblin points at you. Sorry. The cleric here was the one who helped you out. There, you happy? Thank you, Snell. No problem. Now talk to the guy or something. He keeps a very healthy distance. Turn to Etir. Do you speak mushroom? The mushroom man says, as Etir floats ever so gently closer.
He is afraid.
She explains, then places a hand upon your shoulder.
There is a gift to be granted, cleric. It will help.
A gift? What gift? She moves back and does not say anything. Just look at him for a while.
The mushroom man looks around the still frozen grass until he finds a snow-covered bulb. He lifts it up, shaking it clean. As he does, it lights up. Brr. He gives you the tiny item.
It is heavy in your hand, despite its small size.
Oh. Oh my. An ion stone. How did this creature get such an item?
Oh shit! Oh shit! This is a very powerful magic item.
Brr.
Thank you.
Brr.
The little mushroom man then waddles past you, walking away from the still frosty area. All right, bye. He seems to walk around the corner into the nearby ruins. Your angel companion sends you a quick message.
He said, see you around.
Okay, cool, yeah, see you around. A legendary magic item, probably produced during the Arcane era. It's got the markings of old Dimenorian craft. It floats around your head as you walk around.
Nah.
An ancient shrine. Good enough. Staring at the chiseled monument, you focus your mind. You take a deep breath and begin your prayer and tranquility. All right, we got some stuff to think about, but not a ton. Oh man, contemplate women. Contemplate the golden line. A land cut in two. Your neighbors, the halflings, speak with them, learn their stories. Pass judgment if you wish. They do not care. The gold always shines in the end. Contemplate the celestial Etir, a woman, a warrior, a divine creature. She is here for no other reason than her own broken ways. Listen to her and you will be rewarded, if you so wish to carry her blessing. Contemplate women. They exist. They prosper. You will not have one, for they are not yours to have. Though there might be some who fancy you, if you show yourself to be a good man. Or bad, if you want the baddies. I'm done here. Okay. Oh, there he is. Burr. Well, he sure is there. The mushroom man greets you with a slight tilt of his large cap, then rattles out a quiet noise from his mouth. Intelligence literally said, cleric, absolutely bitchless. While Snell keeps his distance.
Bah.
The mushroom man clearly gestures for you to come closer. He appears to have something for you. The twitching and rattling coming out of his mouth gradually morphs to something else, more tangible. A word.
Sup.
Great, the spell worked.
I saw. Spell. You are good at stringular manipulation.
The words are slightly garbled through the magic. You must get better at this.
I am Cocoloro no Momonoroso.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? You are unsure if this is the spell, or simply a fungal thing. He shakes his head.
You may call me Burr. That is what meatwalkers like yourself say.
I like this dude too.
Although it would be a little different from me calling you Choo-Choo, for that is what your speech sounds like to me. But it is convenient. We do not parley with you often, so a name based on the sound will do.
Choo-Choo.
Sorry, I ramble. I want to thank you for saving me from the curse of Gorgolash. I owe you my life.
No problem.
I will gladly assist you in any way.
Tell me about Gorgolash.
Gorgolash. The Aska King. A horrid word. A curse word. He is a bane upon the fungal and the shadowy depths. The murky fungal valley that is now my home. A beast with no care for balance or primal love.
I seem to get the picture.
He's the worst. For decades he has roamed the great tunnel and its splits, taking what he wants. As all trolls do.
A troll?
Yes. Yes. Across the river.
That's bad. He nods his cap several times.
The troll spreads his frozen curse wherever he goes. Fortune favors us, for he is without his tribe, but once he was driven from the surface.
Oh, he was driven from the surface.
By one of your people, yes. Do not worry, we do not hold you responsible for the actions of a monster. If your avatar had not slain his tribe, then the tribe would have eventually spread down here either way. But to even face Gorgolash alone is not a quest I take on lightly.
A quest?
Get very intrigued.
I am here to make sure that the troll does not descend into the fungal valley. But in my attempts to scout, I made a mistake and was ambushed. I do not remember much, but the troll most certainly caught me off with a bolt of ice. How it triggered such an esoteric effect, I know not.
It was an esoteric curse, triggered by the ice bolt, I presume.
Yes, it seems so. It could be as such that the Iron Stone was involved, I am unsure. They are known to cause all manner of trouble when involved in esoteric situations.
Where did he come from?
The surface. Long ago. Before my time, or the time of my spawners. You would know more than me, surely. He was the king of your land once upon a time.
Oh, right, Aska King.
Yes.
We must vanquish this troll. The Mushroom Man looks around nervously.
That would be beyond my dreams, friend. If you do that, your very name will be written on the walls itself. On the walls of the valley itself.
How about the great barbarian of Ascani?
Okay, that will do. The folk of the valley will remember such bravery.
You live down here?
No. Or perhaps yes. For now. My quest has brought me far, but I will eventually return to the Fungal Valley. But I do not wish to permanently live here in Upper Hollow Ridge. It is a landscape filled with far too many horrors for my taste.
So this is Upper Hollow Ridge.
Yes, it is. It is the region underneath your city, yes? Not many of my kind live here, for clear reasons.
You have family down in the Fungal Valley?
My core Quebis is not large. They are 13 and 20.
Is that an age or an amount?
I do not understand. I have 13 offspring and 20 comrades of my strain.
Stability.
We live in large collectives, or families, as you so say.
That's a lot of kids and siblings.
I believe my kind have very different ways of life from your own. I have heard you live in smaller collections and raise children very slowly. That sounds annoying, but also wonderful in some ways. I don't envy you, but I respect your way of life.
What is it like in the Fungal Valley?
It is rough and wild. We struggle against invaders at all times, with occasional years of calm. Other fungal tribes can be problematic, especially those with more warring ideologies. We are more peaceful in comparison.
Do you have a god?
No. We had an avatar of higher being at one point, an evil fungoid. Toro Moro Roro Loco Pororoso. The sweeping decay, the dictatorial hive mind. We do not believe in the whims of gods anymore. Now we look to our own and ourselves, and strive toward harmony.
Have you traveled a lot?
Some. I have been onto some islets on the undercoast. I've been to the surface a few times, although I was not a fan.
Hold on, aren't all your kind of hive mind or something?
Some fungal tribes are still. Mine is not. We are sedentary and individualistic.
Interesting. Let me ask you something else.
Yes.
Do you know Nessun?
Yes, I know her well. We worked together at a time down on the Undercoast. She is a lovely woman and a great druid. I owe her a lot.
What are you voting in the election?
Election.
Yeah.
I have heard of it. It seems like a way to abstract the common consensus of a core corpus, so that a larger collection of people can feel involved in the direction of a tribe of such size that personal relations between the leader and the followers cannot be had.
It is also a way to keep tyranny at bay, the mandate of the masses, and so on. The Mushroom Man tips his cap. Want to know who I'm voting for?
Okay.
Agrarians.
I am not sure of the implication of this. Fair.
You should also vote. Everyone should vote.
I should vote? You invite outsiders to vote in an election for your own sovereignty?
There are no outsiders. Everyone can be part of the melting pot that is Norvik. The halfways had trouble getting enough voting cards, but you invite the first mushroom guy you see to vote? Love to see it. Burr nods a bit, and then looks to the path leading up towards the city below.
It has been long since I visited above. Once this threat has died down here, once this threat down here has been dealt with, then yes, I will come and see this election. It will be an interesting excursion. Thank you for the invitation.
That is all for now. Have a good one, Mushroom Man. Okay, time to try and deal with a troll. I would invite this much. Yeah, I want him to be in my party. I want him to join me, Snell, Meek, and sometimes Etir. It's Big Leader Gorgalash. Oh, I know everything about him! Troll. Level 9 Frost Troll. A great and mighty frost troll, horrifying even while asleep. You've got a few ways of approaching this. Killing a troll is not easy, and you need all the advantage you can get. Attack him right away, giving you a head start. Put up some kind of trap. Try to communicate at first, weak. Walk away, also weak. Getting close enough to strike the sleeping monster would be difficult, however it would allow you to strike a decisive blow. It is time to redeem yourself. Over 20 years have passed since that fateful day. Now prove yourself. Show the world you have troll killer blood in your veins. Its back facing the Pillar of Yore, a creature right out of every kid's nightmares. A troll. Sleeping like a damn babe. Your bloodline pulses within your veins, shying away from its headsman. Your goblin companion stares slack-jawed at the beast. The angel keeps a hand on the hilt of her sword. There is a cage next to the pillar. Something is moving inside, but you'll need to get closer to investigate. How do I ambush the troll? Opportunist, eh? You need to get closer first to do any proper damage. You will succeed in this. You must. Easy. Guy's fast asleep. A troll. Yes. Your mortal enemy. A scourge upon this world. A scourge whose defeat belongs to you. As your birthright. Your life has been building up to this moment. It is time to avenge him. What do we do? I'm not sure, cleric. He reluctantly moves his gaze off the beast to face you. This is beyond anything that I... His whisper is low and shaky. We can't kill a troll. Can you deal with this thing, Etir? I am afraid this will be a great challenge.
her telepathic voice says within your mind. But we have caught it sleeping. That can be a great advantage. She is calculating your odds. They're not so bad. I will follow your lead. She now grips the hilt of her sword.
Gods be good, this woman is gold in a world of bronze.
Sneak closer. One step after another, you carefully wander towards the hulking beast. Wait, how do I attack a sleeping troll, like, practically?
Good question. Getting closer to him would likely wake him up before you can get a hit in. The best chance would be to simply attempt to break a toe.
Check out the cage. Psst. You see a human in the cage, silently standing behind the bars while gesticulating wildly. This yellow-clad man is attempting to convey the word, help. Hey there. The man in yellow carefully tells you in a very silent tone, the troll is scared of Earth. Use that, good fellow. Oh yeah, I could use that. I'm not sure how this helps, but don't worry. I'll kill the bastard. You see the man in the cage give you a very bright smile. Almost too bright. Ava, welcome in. Hello. We're about to get fucking killed by a troll. Break the troll's toes.
Now close enough to smell the troll's rank odor, you reach forward and clutch the troll's pinky toe.
Twist it.
You grab it and give it a mighty twist. You hear a resonating snap like the first log in a house to crack before the collapse.
The troll's eyes burst open as he bellows in rage. The angel brings her sword down into the troll's thigh as he scrambles to get up. Snell whips a stone into the side of the troll's thick skull. A handful of bone fragments spray into the pillar, leaving behind the shredded skin and blood. Oh, I wish I had mass torsion. Power word torsion. Grab his dick and twist it! Oh my god, dude, this is an MMA fight. Twist his dick! This'll be fine.
A wall of flesh. A cleric. Oh, I have waited so long.
He roars.
Your bones are loose sludge. Long to crush one of his little soldiers.
Oh. Yeah, he really wants to kill you. Shit.
Destruction.
We're going last. The troll's fury carries him to act first.
You have a walking king, Gorgulash. Quick, wretch, for your doom is come.
He pulls back a giant leg and then kicks it forward with another roar.
Nails piercing like a wave of spears.
You try your best to shake off the impact, but damn!
You will finish the job Earth began. Charge!
He loads a stone into a sling and shoots it, already breathing heavily. It crunches into the troll's kneecap, blowing the skin off and causing him to waver. The angel holds her blade above her head and puts her offhand in front of her. Troll! Her voice is carried in a loud telepathic wave, attracting his attention. A dazzling burst of light pops from her fingers as the troll turns his head. He winces and covers his eyes with both hands. You stand tall in front of the troll.
Act now. I am Earth returned to finish the job!
Cast grease. You raise your hand and spray a colorful spatter of grease all over the troll. The troll wipes at his face, annoyed. The entire front of his body is dripping. The fight is heating up. Focus! Focus! The troll leans forward, hate in his eyes. He swipes at you with his jagged claws in a manic pace belying his size.
It tears your flesh into bloody strips. Ha! Blood is drawn. I will mangle your corpse, filthy cleric.
The angel sends a message to Snell, motioning at her many eyes. Interesting. You wonder what that could mean. Snell tosses his hair out of his eyes and looks up into Gorgalash's face. With sweat flying off his brow and his lightning-fast sling, the goblin fires a shot at the troll's face. It hits his left eye with a loud smack.
There we go! Direct hit!
The troll roars in pain and anger.
Yes!
The angel brandishes her sword, leaps, and swipes at the troll's neck. But the troll has recovered from Atir's blinding attack. Inhumanly fast, the troll twists, grabbing her out of the air, and slams her full length into the ground. Atir! Atir is left on her back, crushed against the ancient stone. She is moving, but very hurt. You cannot hold back any longer. You must win this. What's next?
You cannot crush his skull. It is too far. Therefore, crush his toes.
Stomp his toes!
A massive target has its pros and cons. It's easier to hit, but harder to hurt. You have to be precise and make sure...
Shut up! Stomp!
Stomp!
You stomp! Your boot crushes into the thick troll hide. You feel his bone break beneath your brutal blow.
The troll screams in fury. Possible paths are closing off in this fight. Soon, it'll be all or nothing. The troll reaches towards you with one hand.
It feels like a slow attack. You step to the side, but... Master, look up!
You notice too late the beast moving forward. His foot is coming at you fast as a missile. Oh no. It comes down on you like a hammer on an anvil.
Your body attempts its hardest feat yet. Not being flattened.
Try not to be flattened. The rough underside crushes your entire being in an instant.
You cannot do anything. It is an impossible weight. And you get crushed against the ancient stone.
I failed.
Again. Yes. Another sacrifice for the pavement, or the gravel road, 30 feet down the lane. Blood pooling into the gutters. People forming a crowd all around. A spectacle of human achievement. A fight against the most fearsome beast of Ascani. Ended in an instant. You saw when it happened, when the troll awoke from mud and stone, when its claws clashed against the thatched roof of a neighboring hovel. Father was not the first to grab a pike. He was not the last. He was one of many brave men.
I remember the sound.
Which one?
The sound of Dad's bones being crushed.
And his ragged breathing. You were close enough to hear. You were close enough to see. You were there for it all. The sight etched onto the insides of your eyelids. The sight of humanity being snuffed out by those wretched creatures, each deserving of complete annihilation on the gravel road 30 feet down the lane. Mother did not speak with you about it. Not once.
I never asked.
You never asked. That is what a man does. He grabs a pike and goes to face the roaring troll. He gets his bones embedded into the pavement. Over and over and over again. Until the heavens open up to the earth and the hells spill their guts onto the doorstep. Until the last man takes his last breath on the last day of existence. Until you die, you will pick up The pike.
Jolt awake,
Mangled, bruised.
you watch as Atir, this strange woman, pushes herself to her limit to lift the troll's foot off your crushed body. Your armored guardian angel pushes the entire leg away. Keep fighting!
Dying. A familiar scent wafts near you. Musk, death life, life death. Spores.
Look to the side. Not far away, you see the mushroom man. He is waving his staff, spores surrounding him in a thick cloud.
You feel as your drumbeat of blood, slow and frail, becomes the sturdy rhythm of a march again. Green suffuses you. Your bones are mending.
Burr.
You've got support. God's bless this little man. Get up. You'll live. Bones cracked and soul returned. Yes, you live.
The troll lets out cackling laughter.
I crush you, yet you stand? Cockroach!
You're lucky the angel's strong as shit, Snell yells, loading another bullet. Now keep fighting! We can take him! The goblin sits at a safe distance and launches another stone at the troll. It smacks him in the face this time, just to the side of his other eye.
You insolent beast!
The angel uses her sword to hoist herself up from her spot in the dirt. She moves forward in a disciplined advance, swinging her sword precisely along invisible lines drilled into her over millennia. Her swipes come to cut at the troll's leg. The king beast roars in response, swatting wildly at both you and Atir.
It's time. Commit to something. Grab him!
Yes, you need to commit, but to an actual plan. Figure it out now. Let's try to be Earth. Then, at this point, you might actually succeed. No, we're grappling. Grapple his leg.
Trolls are strong, but so are you. Grabbing the leg is a quest. You plant your feet near the troll's bracken trunk of a leg and grab it. He moves and thrashes as you do, but you've got a solid hold. You have control over one of his limbs. This is almost over.
This is when it ends. The bloody troll flails at you with his immense bulk and deadly claws.
He connects again and again and again and again. Your vision darkens and narrows.
Despite being visibly panicked and tired, the goblin whips another stone at the troll's head. It cracks him right above his eyes. Your companion is on fire. Give him a quick thumbs up. The goblin gives you a curt nod. The angel creates a sphere of light that scalds the eyes to behold. She hurls it at the troll, and it explodes in a dazzling splendor, searing his flesh and earning a wail of pain. End this now, cleric!
Yes! Listen to this gorgeous, divine woman! Send the troll! Oh, this cliff! This is it! This is everything!
This is a time for divinity. Call on Earth. Remember the chance. Push him towards the end of the cliff.
Everything comes into focus as you shift your body forward. You use it effortlessly, executing a perfect, powerful shove on the troll's leg. Despite his size, the sudden, strong shove makes him windmill his arms to regain balance. He lunges forward. No! No!
Now's your chance. Don't let him get away. This is the end.
Take him! Break him! Become the troll slayer you were always meant to be!
Rush up behind the troll.
I am the king of Ascani. I am. Now is your moment. Your god is watching. Every god is watching. Strike down the beast. Finish what Earth started. Heavenly Potemkin Buster. Defeat Gorgalash. Tackle him.
You hear his roar fade into the rushing water below.
With that, it's over.
Look down.
To make sure the fading, echoing yell of the beast means he actually went all the way down to his doom, Big Leader Gorgalash has fallen down the gravity flip. That means the troll is dead.
Let's hope.
Gorgalash is heavily damaged and should be stuck in the gravity flip beneath this ridge. It is most likely dead.
Take a step back from the edge.
A shaky breath leaves your chest.
I can't believe it. That wasn't just a regular troll, either, was it?
No, it was not.
Etir cleans her bloodied blade with a singe of radiant light.
On the ground, just off the edge of the chasm, you see the only proof left behind by the beast. A tooth. It's called a tusk, actually.
A troll king.
A vestige of an earlier, more brutal era. Well done, both of you.
I'm just happy I'm alive. Snell puts away his sling. Did you take any hits, Snell?
No, nothing.
You and Etir tanked those hits all by your lonesomes. Speaking of which, how you holding up? You took some pretty nasty blows. I'll manage. I figured you'd say something like that. The goblin turns to Etir, who is floating near the edge. And, what about you?
I am fine.
She looks a little scuffed. Nothing else.
This woman can handle anything. You're sure?
You sure, Etir? I can heal you if you need it. She holds up a palm.
No, do not waste your spell slots. I will recuperate.
She swings her sword, clearing it of troll blood.
An embarrassing mistake on my part to let him grab me. It has been many years since I fought against such a foe.
Who cares? You saved our asses.
She sheathes her blade. I increased your odds, yes.
She floats closer to you.
I am happy you did not die.
Me too. About you.
Her many eyes then move to Snell. Wonderful sling attacks, Snell.
Thanks.
If either of you require any more rest, I suggest we investigate that man in the cage.
Go and check out the cage by the pillar. But killing the troll is where we're going to end it. Oh, I want to look at the troll tooth first real quick. The sliver, the tooth of an Ascani troll. It shivers in your grip, trying to regenerate pieces of its marrow. Its esoteric properties have an effect on you. Okay, well, I'm going to cast Prayer of Healing anyway. Any healing you receive is purely accidentally collateral. Don't worry about it. Holy hell. That was awesome. That was very fun. But yeah, that, I made Dad proud. I've redeemed our family honor. And we met a cool mushroom man. As always, I wanted to thank you all for coming. I truly appreciate it. We've made a lot of really good progress, I think, today. And we have made a breakthrough in the case. So next week, we are going to take a look at who that man in the cage is, Frank, son of Frank. And then from then on out, we find out who blew the tea shop up. But that'll wait till next week. I hope to see you all then. Same time, same channel, Wednesday, 3 to 5. I hope you all have a lovely remainder of your Thursday evening, and have a great weekend, everybody. Goodbye. Hey, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you want to help support me in making more of this, you can follow me on Twitch, where I stream these live. Like, comment, and subscribe. I suspect you all know how this works by now, but it really does help a lot. Thanks.